They are moving up for the Derby. Let's join David at Canberra.
1996 Cop Prize Canberra Derby about to get underway. Grecian Mood coming into one. A good line. Set now, blue light racing, and it was a bit of a higgledy-piggledy old start actually. Move On Gold was slow to get going, so was Stanley B, and Stormy Nick was slow away as well, and Grecian Mood has no trouble leading at all from the pole. Chardavan's second and third is Whiskey George. He got away well today, Whiskey George. He's going to end up behind the leader. Kybean Striker is well served at the start. He'll probably move into the 1-1 in a moment. Supreme Chef moving up to fifth, then Move On Gold, who was ordinarily away. Stanley B likewise, and Stormy Nick has broken his gate down the straight with 2 to run, and Stormy Nick's galloping and throwing away his chance. As they get down to the judge now, lead time not operating the semaphore board as they reach the judge. Less than 2 to run in the Derby, and Grecian Mood doing it at his leisure. Whiskey George second behind the lead. There's no speed on as Stanley B gallops as they go into the back straight. No speed on at all for this class. Chardavan third. Kybean Striker's become awkwardly placed on the inside. Now Stormy Nick's caught them quickly and raced round them. That's how slowly they were going. Supreme Chef's gone with him. Then Kybean Striker, second last Move On Gold, and Stanley B last of all. Well, Grecian Mood, Greg Bennett's having an armchair ride here. The speed's been very slow. They've completed one in the Derby, and Grecian Mood leads, getting it all his own way. Whiskey George second. Supreme Chef is third without cover. Stormy Nick's had to work very, very hard. Finally he gets to the death, but he spent plenty of gas in the meantime. Chardavan the outside midfield of Move On Gold cluttered away. Kybean Striker in the running line now, second last, and Stanley B whips the field in. Cop Prize Canberra Derby for 96. The judge has been reached, and the sectional times, second quarter, I can tell you, running 30.8. Didn't look to be going that quick though, and Grecian Mood. Oh, hello, Stormy Nick's gone roughly again and flattened Supreme Chef. Field disorganised here, and everything's gone the way of Grecian Mood. He leads now by 6 or 7 metres to Whiskey George. Move On Gold, Mr. Trouble, he gets to third. Then Kybean Striker fourth. Further back, Stormy Nick, Chardavan, and further back, Stanley B. But Grecian Mood leads them by 6 metres. Whiskey George starting to run down the leader. Coming out after Grecian Mood quickly. Then Move On Gold, Kybean Striker, and Supreme Chef next, but before the corner. And Grecian Mood hard driven now as Whiskey George is about to lay it down to the leader. Kybean Striker starting to motor home, then Move On Gold, and behind them Supreme Chef around the corner under tremendous pressure. Grecian Mood still leads a couple of metres to Move On Gold, trying hard Whiskey George, then Kybean Striker. Whiskey George coming out after Grecian Mood. Whiskey George and Grecian Mood, they split it. Oh, nearly another dead heat. Grecian Mood and Whiskey George, I can't pick it. Could be Move On Gold third in front of Kybean Striker, Supreme Chef, Stanley B, Chardavan, and Stormy Nick. He was on his worst behaviour. He's last of all.
Still no start, Brisbane.
Oh, it's another rib-tickling finish, and it looks like another dead heat to the naked eye. Again, Whiskey George was going to grab Grecian Mood, and he still might have for that matter, but Grecian Mood was able to kick back. The only thing I can say is that the outside horse here is a bit wider on the track, and that just might give him the momentum necessary, but it's another nose result here. Either way, judge might have made up his mind though. Whiskey George and Grecian Mood. A tight finish again. Just wait for the number.
Okay, we'll get that number in a moment. They're almost set, Brisbane. One of the runners there, 3 gets it.
3 on the outside. Whiskey George in the very last stride, grabbing Grecian Mood. And third money.
Mundelli began brilliantly off the inside.